Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today I'm joined by Daksh Had, the founder of Urban Pulse, a content agency that helps YouTubers grow, monetize, and build their personal brand without even lifting a finger. All you have to do is to share them a video of yours, and Urban Pulse will handle everything from there onward, and they will guarantee you a result that you want from YouTube. Okay, and so far, Daksh has been working with us for past 6 months at lead labs, and in that time being, we booked him around 50 high intent sales meetings using only X outbound DMs, no ads, no cold emails, and just sniper targeted outreach. And so today he's here to share his experience with us and the impact it had on his business. Okay, so let's dive in. And so far, Daksh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well. Glad to be joined by you, Akbar. And yeah, speaking on this call, always pleasure to speak to you.
Amazing, amazing. So first question, before working with us, what was your biggest challenge with lead generation?
Yeah, it's been a while, about 6 to 7 months since we started working together. And the main challenge which I had was obviously lead generation and more so a strategy in place to make sure we have a sustainable source of targeting clients, getting to get more calls booked, and having a sustainable system where I can also see the progress we have while working. So yeah, that was my main challenge at that point.
Hmm. Okay, so how are these things were affecting your business?
Yeah, so the main problem with that was obviously I was uploading organic content and posting a lot of stuff, but the main issue was that I did not know if I'll get clients or not, and that
Mm,
is a problem which no business owner wants to be in, and that's
mm,
the reason why some months I used to have a lot of clients, a lot of inquiries, but some months used to go without any inquiries from clients, which
mm,
was always a skepticism in my business, and having a sustainable source of lead generation was obviously important, and I wanted to focus on organic strategy. And yeah.
mm. Okay, so at that time, have you tried anything to fix that, and why did it not work?
So yeah, I tried manual outreaching a lot of times, but obviously,
Mm,
as you know, it requires a lot of skill,
mm,
personalization, and quality in terms of knowing what the client exactly needs, and obviously having
mm,
data-driven approach towards it. I mean, you cannot just message
mm,
everyone and see, who is your right target. You need to have a particular client archetype and message those people only. So yeah, that was a problem which I was having, not having a data-driven approach, along with not knowing exactly who to target and how many messages to
mm,
send, how to frame those messages. All these were major
mm.
issues which I was facing.
Okay, okay. So before working with us, did you had any kind of like skepticism, hesitation?
Not a lot because I had seen your work on Twitter itself because you at Lead Labs had a lot of work of you, a lot of knowledge which you had shared on Twitter.
Mm,
So I had a look at it and I knew what you were talking about because online it's tough to agree or it's very difficult to be as transparent as you guys were, and sharing knowledge is can be done by many, but actually proving it is not easy. So I saw you guys were you knew what you were talking about, and that made me easy to start with you guys off.
amazing. So what would be thinking back at that moment? What made you said like this is it? I'm going with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, the knowledge which you guys had, the proven plan which you guys bought in front of me. I mean, everyone can share
Mm,
whatever they want, but having a proper strategy in place, having a sustainable source of plan which you guys had for my content and my client archetype was something that appealed a lot to me. And yeah, I trusted that with the results which you guys already have for other clients, and yeah,
mm.
that allowed me to not only continue with you but also we've been working for a long time, and that's the reason why.
So basically, you can say a detailed explanation on how things work. Right?
Absolutely, I knew from the get-go that how you guys would go about things, and And yeah, that's how you
Mm,
guys did, which I'm glad about.
amazing. So, did you had any kind of like trouble with onboarding process after we onboarded you? Did you
No,
had any kind of trouble?
I mean the way you guys
Mm,
did was quite seamless. So you at Lead Labs introduced me about the work, how you go about it, what is the exact strategy, who we are trying to target. Every single detail was well known in advance, so that I was equipped
mm,
with how the workflow is going to go about it, rather than being in skepticism after I've started the work with you guys, which is obviously a good sign to begin with. And yeah, that's the reason why I had no issues, and I was prepared in advance to know what is going to come in future.
mm. We were like the first ones, right? Have you tried any other agency before us?
Not an agency with regards to manual outreaching on Twitter
Mm,
especially, but I've hired people, I've hired, AI tools and stuff who just sends a lot of
yeah.
outreaches to people. I don't like they send outreaches to people, but we don't know exactly who to message, tracking the data of who are replying, what's the response rate, what's the open rate, everything like
Yeah.
that. So I did not keep a track of all those, which was a big hindrance point, because as you also
Mm,
asked me on the calls that what's your open rate or what's the reply rate and stuff, and I had no clue
yeah.
because I did not keep a track of it. So yeah, that was a major problem.
Okay. So, can you tell me like how did it feel when we, onboarded the systems? How did it feel? Like, did you feel anything unusual? How was your
Uh,
experience with that?
I'll be honest, there was a bit of technical aspects which I was not
Yeah.
equipped with. I did not know about many
Yeah.
of the technical aspects. I was like, you
Okay.
guys know what you're talking about. So my goal was obviously to get as many leads, as many
Mm,
replies as possible, especially in the beginning, since I was not getting any replies, right? So getting
mm,
replies was obviously a good sign of, even if they're not booking a call, their response shows that, what we are doing is working to some extent. And yeah, I mean, that really helped out. And I don't think there was unusual about anything, but obviously getting to know the technical aspects also helps, because in business you should know a bit of technical aspects in the back end. And yeah, that and you guys explained me all of that. So yeah, it was clear even after a few troubles in the beginning about the same.
what a very unusual thing that you have noticed?
The unusual thing, I would say, is the amount of DMs we are able to send on Twitter now, especially after Elon
Mm,
took over. It's been easier for us, and obviously
mm,
getting verified and sending out these DMs. The amount of DMs we can send out, and without our account actually being banned or restricted to any extent, we've been seamlessly able to send a lot of messages organically, and and along with obviously uploading content. Regular content which we've been doing for our clients has allowed us to have a sustainable outreaching strategy.
mm. Do you remember a moment where you first, you know, gotten to see the results and you thought in your mind, oh shit, this is working?
Yeah, I mean, so as I said, the I did not used to get any replies, and even starting from the responses from clients and getting, I remember getting to book 3 or 4 initial calls was a breath of fresh air, because I did not know about, like you can
Mm,
book calls organically and manual by manual outreaching. So after we booked continuously 3 to 4 calls, especially in the beginning, I knew that something was going right, and
mm,
even though I was not able to close a lot of those, but I knew that this system does work, and that's the reason why people have been booking calls. And when I closed my first client, it helped me, gain momentum about from it, and we've been working as a team ever since. So yeah, it's good to share these things and good to have inputs from your ends while also sharing whatever I have in store.
okay, okay, great, thanks, man. So you so far got like around 50 sales meetings, and how did that impact your business?
Yeah, it allowed me, because I provide a very personalized service. It's not something which is very
Mm,
standardized in terms of the the things we provide for our clients. The services which we provide are very personalized, and it,
yeah,
it, it it allowed me to know about what the exact needs of clients are, how to create your offer, curate according to the client's needs,
yeah.
and provide value towards him, because everyone's
Mhm.
goals are different. Some like to get more views, some would like to get more leads, and some are only looking to build a personal brand. So positioning yourself while also making sure that you provide value to clients. We I got to know about it, and I got to know about how to message clients, especially on text, along with communicating them with them on a call, and solving
Mhm.
all their objections is something which comes with time and experience. And these 50 calls have helped me get a lot of experience through it. So,
That's nice. So you provide like very personalized niche service for YouTubers, right? Can you explain the audience how your agency does the things?
so yeah, at Urban Pulse, we are helping our clients get more views and leads for their
Yeah.
businesses. Now, how do we do that? We do that via organic content creation, via editing,
Mm.
scripting, video ideation, growth analysis services. So we are not business owners. We are not freelancers. Rather, we are
Mm.
business owners looking to get more, making more money for our clients, and we do that organically because I think everyone knows the importance of content creation in this world, and building a sustainable source of content with a proven strategy, not only to get views but also converting those views into leads for your business, is highly necessary in today's world for any business looking to scale across the world. So yeah, that's what we do.
Amazing. So are there any calls that you find that Urban Pulse cannot help these guys?
Yeah, see, my service which I provide is very specific, and it is not, I do not cater to a lot of people. It's people who are
Mm.
looking to grow via video content, because I believe video format rather is something which is in trend, and you can see the
Mm.
millions of views which people can get overnight as well. So video is something which is
Mm.
here to stay, video format, be it short or long form. So yeah, I mean, initially there were some people who were not looking to showcase their face online, and maybe not looking to create videos. They would just type it out, or have scripts or copyrights across their Twitter page, or other Instagram pages without showcasing their face. So that could have been a hindrance point, and that did have. But I convinced them and showed the value of video content, especially to get more views, and how exponentially it grows once you are getting attraction across social media platforms.
Interesting. So I want to, you know, show a side of yours, right, to the
Yep.
audience.
Yep.
Can you explain how does it feel? What running a content agency and getting
Yeah.
leads from Twitter and from multiple sources? You know,
Absolutely. It's been
yeah.
it's been quite you know so the day mostly, so my job primarily is hopping onto sales calls, managing the entire team, be it the work management or communicating with you guys with regards to the lead quality or the messages which have been sent by the clients. So I have to be on my phone and stuff to check what all replies have clients sent, and who's interested in our services, because I personally believe in speed and quality. So speed is number one for me, especially because if you find a client who's interested, trying to make sure that he gets on a call, understands what we do exactly and how we can help them for their business is very key. So yeah, I mean, my day usually consists of communicating with you guys and as well as my backend team to make sure that client satisfaction is our main goal and is achieved. So
Okay, so when people think of content agency,
yeah,
they think of somebody, coming to their house, shooting a video, taking a photo, and making a thumbnail. That's how
yeah.
usually people think nowadays. So, can you explain the new generation of content agency that you guys do? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it has definitely changed from that aspect, because now, with regards to the quality of phones, especially, there's people who cannot afford a lot of high-tech cameras and, high-tech
Yeah.
cameras and stuff. So even filming on your phone is enough, and uploading those content on YouTube or across social media platforms can garner a lot of attention while showing transparency and authenticity in your work, which has been lacking. Especially on social media. So obviously, like, we provide a script for to clients, and we ideate for them. So it's very easy and takes a lot less efforts on their end, while they focus on what they do best, which is maybe having knowledge in that niche, or knowing the nitty gritties of that of their stuff. So
Okay. So, Daksh, do you remember any like specific stories, you know, from the leads that we have watching?
Yeah, I mean, there's some interesting people. I mean, I was not available at a moment, and I'd gone out, and I remember you calling me up and asking, "Hey, there's a client who's interested," because many of the times the leads which come in are quite spontaneous when it comes to booking calls. So it could be a bit tough to attend all at a moment. As I said, I have to be quite active on my phone and check it every single time. But yeah, I was outside, and so Akbar was gracious enough to take the call with a client and try to close him. And yeah, that was quite an interesting experience. So yeah, that was one of the best ones.
And interesting thing is like the first call that we got for Daksh was a closed call. Like he
Yeah,
closed him.
I remember. Yeah, yeah,
So
that was
how
quite.
did that feel?
That was quite interesting because first call, getting that first call in itself was quite surprising, especially with regards to how quickly we were able to get that. And closing it was quite satisfactory, not only for me, but also to tell you guys that, we've closed this call and, we all enjoyed a lot on a call, I remember. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun to get that over the mark.
Did you like did you change some beliefs about new generation? I remember that when we first got on a call, you were more inclined towards inbound marketing. You
Yeah.
only believe that you can only get leads from inbound, as I remember.
Yeah.
So tell me about your current beliefs about outbound, specifically lead generation.
Absolutely. So the inbound is something which grows over time. I'm not saying it's not important because it is building a personal brand and getting inbound leads is something which is a dream of every person. If you have content, quality content on your page, and there's some people who inquire coming to you, that's the best quality of leads, no doubt. But having a sustainable source of lead generation via that method is not predictable and not reliable, rather. So having outbound strategy allows you to not only send messages but keep a track on the messages where you can improve with regards to the people you're trying to target or the messages which you're sending to those people. And that allows us to see where we can improve, especially via outbound. And that having a source of predictability with regards to the messages which we send out definitely allowed me to prefer the outbound route with you guys.
Okay, okay. So did that made your life more stressful?
I would say it made my life too active on my phone, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
stressful, I mean, it's always good to have these kind of stress. I would rather prefer getting on sales call immediately while having dinner rather than sitting idle without any sales call. So I would say, yeah, it did made me a bit stressful, but in a good way rather, which I would like to have even more of.
When people associate stress, they all often like associate negative things.
Yep.
How can you explain what kind of stress are you referring to?
Yeah, I mean, stress in a good way. I personally believe that you can use that stress to your advantage, and having sales call or preparing for the
Mm,
same can be a blessing as well because you learn along the way. I mean, I remember the first sales call I did were if I look back at it because you guys even record these sales calls.
yeah,
I
yeah,
look back at it, and at that time I did not like the way I presented myself. But improving it over time definitely
yeah.
helps, and that only comes with experience. So being stressful regarding things can be a good thing, or if you keep your calm and trust what you do and showcase to your clients with testimonials as well as proven results, it allows you to be a lot calmer and a lot more confident in your ability. So,
This would be a very hypothetical question. If we have not met in last September,
yep,
where would be? Meaning, if you have not onboarded us,
yep.
what would be the stage of
I
your
mean,
business?
one thing is for sure, the amount of clients I have right now, we wouldn't be having that. I don't know if we would not be continuing because our service delivery allows us to, retain clients for a long period of time. But
Yep.
definitely having a lot less clients than I currently have, and which would be a big hindrance point. And even, having a source of unpredictability would definitely make me even either shift to a newer newer business model, a newer service delivery, or hire someone and I have to go through a lot of people to hire someone who does what lead labs do. So yeah,
Mm,
would be tough.
mm, really, yeah. So regarding service delivery, one thing I learned about content agencies, they are very specifically focused on delivery.
Yep.
Like if you did not deliver on specific very lead generation is different thing. You book the sales call, client is happy. But on the content agency side, it's like you know it better, man. Like there are like
Absolutely.
multiple places. Can you explain
Absolutely.
that thing to the audience?
Yeah, I mean, so the workflow goes from, ideation to scripting to editing to making the thumbnails and the titles for clients. So, I mean, usually we upload 4 times a month for clients, right? Especially long form
Mm,
content, and
yeah.
making sure everything is aligned and the workflow is quite smooth requires a lot of communication back and forth and a lot of revisions even sometimes. Although we try
Mm,
to minimize that with experience and with getting to know clients, but that can take a lot more time, and we have people working with us from all across the world, so there's different time zones even, so managing all of that aspects can be a bit challenging sometimes, but yeah, I mean, trying to get work on time would sometimes even require changing of people in the back end to make sure
mm.
we meet the deadlines, because the client may have sometimes the necessity of uploading maybe once or twice a week, and we need to meet that criteria and while maintaining the quality which we are delivering for them.
So getting back to us, who would you recommend this service to? Like our service to? Yeah.
Lead lab service or urban
Yeah.
pulse?
Yeah.
Lead labs. Lead labs, I would recommend to any person who's looking to get a sustainable source of outbound lead generation, and
Mm.
having a data driven approach with regards to the number of people you've messaged, and having a track of those prospects. I would recommend to any person who's looking to exponentially grow the business and get more leads organically. So yeah.
And who would be the ideal person for urban pulse?
So the for ideal person for urban pulse would be so specifically we try to target people from either finance, real estate, or finance niche,
Mm.
or fitness niche rather, and someone who's looking to grow via video content, someone who
Yep.
recognizes the importance
Mm.
of personal brand and getting sustainable views and how that can allow you to get more leads for your business, and there's a lot of ways to monetize once you get garner those attentions. So yeah, I would recommend those I would recommend urban pulse to those people. Yeah.
Absolutely. So if somebody is on fence about working with us, what would you tell them?
Pardon, somebody's unsure.
Is on, yeah,
On
unsure,
the fence,
is
on the
hesitant, yeah.
yeah. So I would say to look at even this testimonial, or the results which you've got for clients.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, there's a lot of people who can say things, but delivering is not done by everyone. So having a look at the work you've been doing for clients, the knowledge which you have, and how you guys will help that exact prospect, uh, will allow you to get started, because it's worked for me. It's helping me get more clients and leads, and I would want your business even to grow. So yeah, I mean, you should definitely uh, have lead labs as someone to take care of your prospecting.
Mm. Was there anything surprising that we did?
See, you guys told me about the workflow, about how you go about things. So I was not very surprised. I was a bit surprised about the time zones as well in which you were messaging clients, because obviously we've people who live in the United States, and the time zone differences can occur. So even your guys' dedication towards the same of messaging late at night or early morning is not easy, but you guys were committed, especially even after telling me. I didn't expect you guys to even call me and stuff to tell me that, hey, this client is interested in your services and you should definitely, talk with him regarding the technical aspects. So that really surprised me in a good way about your concerns for my specific business, which not a lot of people have. Yeah.
Mm. That's nice. By the way, this will going to increase, like because Daksh now has a manager specifically for him that will do like 3 times what we did, you know.
Yeah.
So you are going to get more calls at 3 a.m.
Hopefully I do. That's a good stress to have, I guess.
Yeah, and yeah, you can also call them anytime.
Yep.
That's how it works. So this would be the last thing. Would you be open for working long term with us, and why? Obviously, Ansha Daksh has been working with us for around 6 months already. This is the seventh month, I guess. And tell me.
Yeah, I would love to work with you guys for the long run, as I've been doing that. The reason why I've been working with you for this long is because I've seen results. I mean, many people can say things, but
Mm,
delivering and providing with me with my results is something which has allowed me to stay with you guys. And like you've been delivering results, uh, if you do, I mean, why not? I wanna get more sustainable source of lead generation and
yeah,
close more clients together. And yeah, that's our main goal. And yeah, I mean, I would love to stay with you for a lot longer. So,
that's amazing. So Daksh, nice to talk with you. And where can people find you? And where can people like book a call for your agency and grow the YouTube channel?
absolutely. So it's on my Twitter. It's dollars and dignity. Or if you
Mm,
search Urban Pulse, URBNPULS, you'll be
yeah.
able to find my channel and book a call and see all the case studies, the testimonials, all the results we have for our clients, and you can definitely check it out. Yeah.
Okay, and make sure that you first DM Daksh on X before booking a call. Obviously, I will mention Daksh account here and the website of Urban Post, and tell Daksh that you came from here. He would be so happy, and I would be so
Absolutely.
happy that someone watched this video. So that's that, and that's it. That the Daksh Gupta for you guys, and we had an amazing time. You have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, love the way you presented things and looking to grow even further with you, like we have been doing for the last 6 months.
Amazing. So that's it, guys. Have a great day, and we are going to sign out. Peace.